What is up, you freaky folks? My name is Nick, and welcome to my channel, where I cover all things horror. Whatever you're watching, I'm making videos about. And we're going back to the movies today. Yes, you guys seem to enjoy my review for Come Play, so I thought I would check out another new release, especially because I really want to see Freaky. Directed by Christopher Landon, this horror comedy is about a mass murderer who swaps bodies with a teen girl through some sort of movie magic that I don't really care about. I think this movie just looks like a lot of fun. I am a big fan of Christopher Landon. I think his work is so entertaining. He did Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse and Happy Death Day. I often complain about horror comedies being too silly and how they don't really work for me and it's very and whatever, but I think that he manages to strike the right tone where you can be silly and ridiculous, but also thrilling and gory and fun. I'm really excited for this movie, and while going to the movie theater has not been my biggest priority, I'm willing to head back for this one. This will be headed to streaming within a few weeks, so I'm gonna go check it out and see if it's going to be worth that price point. So let's go check out Freaky and see if it's any good. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the car. You seem to enjoy the last adventure going to see Come Play, so I thought I'd take you with me to go see Freaky, the latest slasher horror comedy from director Christopher Landon, and it was pretty much exactly what I wanted it to be. This was a very fun and fresh slasher film. I'll be honest, I don't really have a whole ton to say because it's pretty simple. It's just a good time. I really thought that Freaky effectively took the body swap formula and made a really fun slasher film out of it, just like Happy Death Day took the time warp style movie and made something out of it. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was solid. I thought it was really funny. Not all of the humor lands, but the kills are quite good. Honestly, it's funny. It kind of feels like, I don't want to spoil any of them because it's the fun, but it almost feels like a sort of list of the greatest kills that we've seen in other slasher films compiled into one. I thought that both Vince Vaughn and Catherine Newton were hilarious and very fun to watch. I'm not normally the biggest fan of Vince Vaughn, but I do really like Catherine Newton, and I thought they both did a really good job of playing against type, but I thought the concept really worked. I felt like both characters got to challenge themselves. You have this killer in the body of a teen girl, and he's like figuring out different new ways to kill people in this new body, and then you have this teen girl in a giant's body trying to not be convicted for a whole bunch of murders, and I felt like the movie was really quite fluid. There was energy, and most of the plot progressions really hit where I wanted them to. There were a couple of times when the movie zagged where I wanted it to zig, but for the most part, I felt like it was pretty good. The ending is a little weak. I didn't love it. It does kind of fizzle out a little bit, but at the same time, I felt like it did just what it needed to. I wouldn't say this is the most standard slasher film. I am a slasher fan, so I've seen much worse. I do think that this movie is punched up by that concept of the characters swapping bodies, and I find it really interesting because this movie was very representation heavy, and I thought it was fun because it takes the sort of old school slasher film and makes it very new, and I like being able to kind of have my cake and eat it too. It's like we can have our fun slasher movies, but we can also bring them into the new age, and this movie definitely comments a little bit here and there on the slasher film, but it mostly just is a total love letter to slasher films. I mean, there are definitely, like I said, those kills that felt very familiar, very nodding to our favorite franchises. There are plenty of musical cues. I mean, the butcher, our murderer, he definitely looks very Jason-esque. I love that. Vince Vaughn definitely makes a good murderer. That dude is huge. He's like a fucking truck. It is insane. And that was kind of fun to watch, to see him sort of play as this person sort of discovering their strength. And again, I think that really worked with both of the journeys of those characters. I will admit it had some uncomfortable moments. Like I said, not all of the humor lands, and some stuff I just didn't really feel like it needed to do. But for the most part, Freaky, again, it's just a fast, fun, and energetic movie that is very Friday the 13th. So I'm glad I saw it, but you don't need to rush to a theater to see it immediately. This is headed to streaming in like 2 weeks. So if you're looking for something fun to rent, then I would definitely recommend Freaky. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. I kind of wish I had more to say. I feel like this is a movie that I'm going to want to throw on a whole lot once it ends up on some sort of streaming service, but it's just a fun little movie. What did you guys think of Freaky? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. Look forward to more adventures to the movies. If you subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss any creepy content. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. Thank you once again, guys. That's it for this video, but I won't stop you from watching another.